You've seen the thumbnail: cabin on a wooded ridge, a creek out back, maybe a porch with a mountain view. The price says $59,000. You think it has to be a wreck, something with a story nobody's telling you. Then you click, and it's an actual listing. 4 bedrooms, almost 20 acres. You start running the numbers on your lunch break, trying to figure out what is happening in West Virginia. Here's the situation. West Virginia has the lowest typical home value of any state in the country, $173,639, according to Zillow's Q1 2026 data. The national figure is $365,452. The average home here costs less than half what the average American home costs. In the counties covered today, you can do considerably better than that state average. If videos like this are useful to you, subscribing helps. It's the only way to know when the next one goes up. West Virginia is one of the most rural states in the country, with 64% of residents living in rural areas and more than 75% of the state forested. Population decline over decades is the core reason prices stayed low. That trend has shifted. The state moved from net outmigration before the pandemic to a net gain of 4,520 people in 2024, the third consecutive year of positive net migration. Remote workers from the DC and Baltimore corridor are moving into the eastern panhandle. Retirees are settling across the central counties. TV riders are buying near the Hatfield-McCoy Trail system, which runs 700-plus miles through McDowell, Mingo, Wyoming, Logan, and Boone counties. Property taxes here are among the lowest in the country, an effective rate of 0.51%, according to Tax Foundation 2026 data. The median annual property tax bill is $629 against a national median of $2,400. In Webster County, the median is $149 a year. Social Security income is fully exempt from state income tax starting in 2026 under legislation signed in October 2024. Military retirement income is fully exempt. No estate tax, no inheritance tax. Before the listings, 4 things that can cost you more than you saved on the purchase. Mineral rights. A large share of land in West Virginia has had mineral rights legally severed through deeds written over 100 years ago. The mineral estate owner has an implied legal right to enter your surface property to develop those minerals: oil, gas, coal. The West Virginia Supreme Court confirmed this in its 2019 EQT Production Company versus Crowder decision. If you buy land with severed mineral rights, you do not fully own your land. You need a title attorney or a licensed landman to run a mineral title abstract before closing. That is not optional. Flood risk. FEMA region documented 15 federal disaster declarations in West Virginia over the past 10 years. The June 2016 flood killed 23 people, primarily in Greenbrier and Kanawha counties. Flood insurance can run $1,800 or more per year on at-risk properties. West Virginia has a flood mapping tool at mapwv.gov that generates per-parcel reports from FEMA's National Flood Hazard data. Use it on every parcel before making an offer. Broadband. West Virginia ranked last in the country for internet connectivity before a federal broadband plan was approved in November 2025. A $546 million program is funding 142 projects. As of late 2025, not a single home had been connected through those funds. Pocahontas County sits inside the National Radio Quiet Zone around the Green Bank Telescope. There are no legal cell towers in that zone. That designation is permanent. Hospitals. Several counties, Webster, Calhoun, Wirt, Clay, Pendleton, have no full-service hospital within county lines. Nearest trauma care in some areas is more than 60 minutes by road. With that as context, here are the properties. 1. Braxton County, raw land via tax auction. Braxton County is in the central part of the state. Land.com's May 2026 data puts the median price around $1,914 per acre, with sold records on acres.com confirming a median closer to $1,650. The county seat is Sutton, a small town on the Elk River with basic services. Through the state auditor's delinquent land process, governed by West Virginia Code Section 11A3, parcels in counties like Braxton have sold for $500 per acre or less when there are no competing bidders at the annual November sheriff's sale. The original owner has an 18-month redemption window. After that, unclaimed property goes to the state for public auction. No-bid properties can be purchased at any time through the Deputy Land Commissioner. After purchase approval, there is a 45-day window to submit a typed notice to all heirs, lien holders, and fiduciaries. Missing that window forfeits the purchase. Federal liens, mortgages, and HOA assessments can survive a tax sale. A West Virginia licensed attorney is required for title work. For someone willing to engage the process and build over time, Braxton County at $500 to $1,650 an acre is a real number that real buyers have paid. Verdict: genuine opportunity for patient buyers with legal representation and a multi-year horizon. Not a property, the beginning of one. 2. Lincoln County, 25.5 acres with cabin, $59,000. Lincoln County is in southwestern West Virginia. Land here runs around $1,879 per acre, the lowest reliable per acre figure of any county with enough sold records to be meaningful, according to Land.com market data. The nearest city is Huntington, roughly 45 minutes west. You are in coal country, historically declining, with access to the Guyandotte River and proximity to parts of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail Network. 25.5 acres and a cabin at $59,000 works out to roughly $2,314 per acre all in. The national median home sale price in Q1 2026 was $403,200. You could buy this property 6 times over for that amount and have money remaining. Lincoln County is squarely in the mineral rights severance zone. Older coal and gas deeds are common throughout the region. You need to know what has been stripped and whether any active gas rights sit beneath the parcel. Confirm the cabin has a legal septic permit on file and would pass a basic inspection. Confirm road access, state-maintained road, or a seasonal track requiring 4-wheel drive after the first frost. Verdict: the lowest price per acre with a structure on this list. A genuine deal if the due diligence holds. A trap if you skip it. 3. Nicholas County, 19.3 acres, 4-bedroom cabin, Mount Nebo, $59,900. Nicholas County has Summersville Lake, consistently described as one of the cleanest and clearest lakes in this part of the country. Because it is a flood control reservoir, there is no shoreline development, which protects its character permanently. Richwood is a gateway to the cranberry wilderness inside the Monongahela National Forest. Nicholas County has an established outdoor recreation identity that produces more durable demand than the southern coalfield counties. Kayakers, hikers, and anglers come here regularly, and that traffic creates a floor under property values. 4 bedrooms on 19.3 acres for $59,900. Owner financing platforms have documented parcels in Nicholas County starting under $8,000, with monthly payments around $149. The entry point for land ownership here is accessible at multiple income levels. What requires verification: cabin condition and septic. Rocky, shallow soil can complicate percolation tests in this terrain. A failed perk test leads to a replacement system that can significantly raise costs. The nearest full-service hospital is not within county lines. Pull the mineral rights history before closing. Verdict: the strongest property in the under $60,000 range. Lake proximity gives it a demand floor that Lincoln County does not have. If the structure and septic pass, this is one of the most defensible purchases on this list. 4. Ritchie County, 14 acres, 2-bedroom cabin, near Pennsboro, $89,900. Ritchie County is in the north-central part of the state. Pennsboro sits on a state highway and has the kind of basic services and infrastructure that are not guaranteed in many affordable West Virginia counties at the parcel level. Comparable land in surrounding counties runs from $1,941 to $3,033 per acre in sold comp data. 2 bedrooms, 14 acres, under $90,000. Against the national median of $403,200, this property costs roughly 22 cents on the dollar. For a remote worker or retiree, Ritchie County functions as a legitimate full-time residence. The landscape is rolling forested hills rather than dramatic mountain peaks. Access roads stay drivable in winter conditions that would isolate properties in higher elevation counties. Broadband is the key variable. The BEAD program has flagged north-central counties as areas to be eventually connected, but as of late 2025, no homes had been connected anywhere through those funds. Starlink is an option, but signal quality in the specific hollow matters more than general county coverage. Test it on site during a video call. Do not rely on the seller's description. Verdict: The most immediately livable option in this price range for someone who needs a functional property now. 2 bedrooms, 14 acres, and under $90,000 is a combination that is difficult to find anywhere else in the country. 5. Grant County, 22 acres, 1,300 square foot cabin, town of cabins, $100,000. Grant County is in the eastern part of the state, inside the Potomac Highlands. Petersburg is the county seat, a gateway to North Fork Mountain. Hardy County sits next door, and the whole eastern corridor has an established outdoor recreation community built around hikers, fly fishers, and backcountry hunters. Land in Hardy County runs around $7,573 per acre on land.com data. At $100,000 for 22 acres with a structure in Grant County, you are paying roughly $4,545 per acre all in. Reasonable for mountain eastern West Virginia. The listing is documented as unrestricted and private, with furniture conveying. In a state where some older subdivisions have layered in deed restrictions covering additional structures, livestock, and short-term rentals, unrestricted on a 22-acre mountain parcel is worth paying for. Furniture conveying makes the property immediately usable as a vacation home or short-term rental without an additional setup phase. The eastern counties move differently from the coalfield counties. Eastern Panhandle counties adjacent to this area have seen 9.3% annual appreciation. Tucker County to the west was named the #1 hidden gem mountain town in the country by Architectural Digest in 2023, and buyer attention has followed. The affordable window in this region is narrower than it was 3 years ago. Verdict: you are paying more than the southern options, but buying into a setting with documented appreciation momentum and the widest future buyer appeal on this list. At $100,000, it remains a real entry point. 6. Mingo County, 1,875 square feet, 4 bedrooms, Hatfield-McCoy Trail, Gilbert, $140,000. Mingo County is southern coalfield territory, economically depressed for decades, aging housing stock, mineral rights severance common throughout. The WVU Bureau of Business and Economic Research projects Mingo County to lose 19% of its population by 2040. On those numbers alone, this county does not present as a conventional long-term investment. What changes the calculation is the Hatfield-McCoy Trail system. 700-plus miles of ATV trail across 5 southern counties have built a functioning tourism economy in places where almost nothing else was working. Riders travel in groups and need places to stay. A 4-bedroom home with direct trail access is a materially different asset from any other house in a declining county with no distinguishing draw. The questions to answer before purchase: condition of the structure, mineral rights history, flood status, and what short-term rental income actually looks like for trail-adjacent properties in Gilbert. That income modeling needs to happen before closing. It is the only variable that justifies the price in this county. Verdict: the highest ceiling on this list, with the most conditions attached to it. If the rental math works and the structure passes inspection, this is the only property here with a clear path to cash flow. If the math does not work, it is an expensive house in a county losing population. Rankings by value, not by list price. Nicholas County, Mount Nebo, $59,900. 4 bedrooms, 19.3 acres, lake proximity, recreational demand floor. The strongest overall case in the under $60,000 range. Grant County, cabins, $100,000. Higher price, but documented appreciation momentum nearby, unrestricted acreage, and the widest future buyer appeal on this list. Ritchie County, near Pennsboro, $89,900. The most immediately functional property here. Lowest friction for someone who needs a working residence today. Mingo County, Gilbert, $140,000. Highest upside, conditionally. The only property here with a clear income path, if the rental math and inspection both confirm it. Lincoln County, $59,000. Cheapest price per acre with a structure in the state. Ranked 5th not because the value is absent, it may be the best deal here, but because it is the most research-dependent purchase on the list. No cushion if anything fails. Braxton County tax land. Last on value, not because the upside is limited, but because the timeline is longest and the uncertainty highest. The ceiling is real. Everything below it is work. Who should be buying in West Virginia right now? Retirees on a fixed income. A $629 median annual property tax bill against a national median of $2,400 is a material difference in monthly cash flow. Social Security fully exempt from state income tax starting 2026. No estate tax, no inheritance tax. The central counties, Braxton, Calhoun, Roane, Clay, are quiet, minimally regulated in unincorporated areas, and still deeply affordable. Remote workers. This works, but only if broadband is confirmed before closing. Drive to the property, run a real speed test during a video call. The BEAD program will matter eventually. Eventually is not a move-in date. A TV riders and hunters. The southern counties, Wyoming, McDowell, Mingo, Logan, offer the cheapest land in the state with direct trail access and some of the best whitetail and turkey hunting in the region per data from Landmodo and Mossy Oak properties. Enter with clear eyes about mineral rights and declining county demographics. Buy for the lifestyle, not for appreciation. Buyers looking for appreciation. Tucker County and the Eastern Panhandle have moved. The central counties, Braxton, Calhoun, Roane, have not. Broadband deployment through the BEAD program, when it reaches these counties, is cited in market data as a potential catalyst for remote work demand in currently overlooked areas. Who should stay out entirely? Anyone who needs reliable broadband today, hospital access within 30 minutes, or a property where mineral rights can be assumed intact without title work. If you are not prepared to budget for a title attorney, a land survey at $800 to $1,500, a percolation test, and a full inspection, the savings on purchase price will not cover what you find after closing. Of the 6 properties here, the Braxton raw land, the Lincoln County 25-acre cabin, the Mount Nebo 4-bedroom, the Ritchie County 2-bedroom, the Grant County mountain cabin, and the Mingo County trail house. Which one fits where you actually are right now? Given your income, your work setup, your tolerance for remoteness, and whether you are thinking about short-term rentals, homesteading, or simply leaving a high-cost area, the right answer is different for every person watching. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe before you go. There are more counties, more listings, and more of these in the pipeline. Subscribing is the only way to see them when they go up.